Some women don't chase. They don't beg. They don't plead for love to recognize them. And yet, they're never forgotten. For in their silence, a man meets something more haunting than rejection. He meets his own shadow. She is not loud, nor does she fight for his attention. She doesn't need to. Her very withdrawal leaves an imprint on his psyche, a mark that lingers long after her footsteps fade. This is the archetypal woman Jung spoke of, the vessel of mystery, the mirror of man's unconscious. She is the Anima, the breath of his inner feminine, the part he denies but desperately longs for. When she steps back, when she refuses to dance to the rhythm of his ego, he feels it as if the world itself has conspired to expose him. A man will often mistake his desire for love, but beneath it lies projection, his attempt to see in her what he refuses to face in himself. Her silence becomes unbearable not because she has done him harm, but because she forces him to confront the void within. Every unanswered call, every unspoken word, is not her absence. It is the echo of his unclaimed shadow. He may grow restless. He may chase, not out of love, but out of fear. Fear that without her gaze, he is nothing. Fear that her refusal to need him exposes how fragile his worth truly is. And yet, the more he reaches, the further she drifts, not in cruelty, but in quiet power. She does not perform, she does not soften his discomfort. She becomes the mirror he cannot shatter. There is a moment every man dreads, the moment he realizes she is no longer impressed by his performance, his status, or his charm. It is here that his mask begins to slip. The bravado crumbles. The ego trembles, and he sees her not as a woman he can possess, but as the embodiment of everything he has yet to master within himself. She is the shadow he cannot escape, because she lives inside him. And you, woman listening now, you are not fragile for holding your silence. You are not cold for stepping back. You are the reminder that a man cannot borrow wholeness from your devotion. You are the lesson he resists, yet secretly needs, that no amount of chasing can soothe what only his own soul can heal. Even the Stoics knew this truth. External love is fleeting, but mastery of self endures. A man who clings to a woman's validation is a man enslaved by his own unexamined wounds. But when she refuses to feed those wounds, when she withdraws her energy, she becomes his unspoken teacher. Her absence teaches him more than her presence ever could. This is not cruelty, it is clarity. The feminine silence is not punishment, it is initiation. For only in the emptiness she leaves does he confront his addiction to control, his fear of abandonment, his hunger for approval. She does not rescue him from it. She simply walks away, and in doing so, she gives him the only gift that cannot be faked, the chance to meet himself. And still, he will remember her. Not for the words she spoke, but for the ones she withheld. Not for her touch, but for the chill of its absence. She becomes a living myth inside his memory, the woman he cannot tame, the shadow he cannot erase. He will call it love. He will call it obsession. But in truth, it is his own soul, crying out through her silhouette. The woman who withdraws her energy is not vanishing, she is returning to herself. She no longer seeks completion in his brokenness, because she has found the wholeness of her own. The woman who walks away in silence isn't weak. She simply sees more.